crib and everything. I still ain't got my air fixed. My cheap ass. Sheesh.
That price ain't that price tag something else.
Get your mind right. I told you, boy. I just said $860 for the part.
Just the part. They ain't putting in nothing.
The camera about 10 years old. I have to give me another car too.
So I can roll these ones down for another week.
My air is not out. My air may go for a while and then it'll be out for another 20, 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. The day of the show, it has just been acting funky all day. It's been too hot.
It's too hot, right.
I haven't had a day like that since then.
Okay.
So, we still rethinking it and everything. Right now, we're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Twitter. The main hub is the YouTube channel for Changing Lives, where we have over 700 videos covering topics like fathers, black fathers, motivation, professional development. And I try to give everything from perspective of a single black father. That's what I am. In regards to a lot of subject matters like dealing with the family and parenting. What I about to say, before I forget, big shout out to my son, Christopher Burden. We just dropped Chris out. That's my third son. We just dropped him off at college today, so super excited. He's Chris is an incoming freshman at Clayton State.
Okay.
Man, I was a non-traditional student in college.
Okay.
So I never just went straight to college, did the military, then when I got out, went to school at night, and did that kind of stuff, had kids and stuff. So when I dropped Torian off at college, this is my third son going to school. When I dropped Torian off, he went a couple weeks after high school. Okay. He was on football scholarships. We dropped him, nobody was there. Dropped PJ off, he was in the military academy. So, they're all uptight and everything like that. So nothing. So this is my first time dropping a kid off at college. Okay. Man, when I say it's like Freaknik, the little girls, they bent over. Yeah, it's bass booming. I'm talking about everywhere around, partying and everything.
Partying already?
I mean, we pulling up, the little girl say, hey, the party at 7, you gonna be there? And it's after 7 o'clock, I just got a phone with Chris. You know where he's at.
He's at the party.
Yeah. In the room, mate. We in here just chilling. So shout out to Chris.
That's what college is about, though.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, let me rephrase that. It's not about the partying, but it's about the socializing and learning. Experience. Yeah. You got experience. See, I went to college. I didn't have the experience of college. And I went 6 years. Yeah, and that's why I really try to have that happen for my children. So it was so cool and everything, but I was proud of because he hit me up talking about, but Daddy, I don't know if I'm going. And I'm like, boy, go ahead, enjoy yourself. Angela AJ said he got a little too excited. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah. Man, them kids was out there like, man, they was out there just, gyrating. That little girl, boy. Right. I ain't that's not a little girl where they mamas were at, man. But it was out there just turned up. But that's college, though. Yeah, that's college, man. College, you can have a great time, learn great things, experience great people at college if you do it the right way. Absolutely. And I'm super proud of Chris. And I'm real glad, he's getting out there spreading his wings and stuff like that. So that was real cool to do that. So big shout out to you, Chris, man. Dad, real proud of you, man. And the whole family, we're real proud of you. And so now just me and Will be at the house. We'll be a little something else, though, ain't Yeah. We're going to see. He seemed like he was a little funky, big brother gone. And everything. We're going to see how it's going to go. Okay. We'll see how it go. But we want discussion tonight. Well, again, we're talking about the importance of legitimation. Guys, remember the call-in number is, let me put that on the TikTok. I'm not there. Instagram. Hold on 1 second. What's going on here? Is that, no, it's here. Hold on 1 second, Lab. I want to put this on there. The call-in number is 678-740-9894. Again, it's 678-760-9894. What's going on here, man? Actually, 678-740-9894. Hold on, man. Let me get my life in order. Get your life right. Hey, everybody on Instagram. Angel AJ, KK, Slick, Lady Line Love 1 and 2. I don't know why I'm not doing it, Leo. I don't know. It's not. Is that TikTok? No, that's the Instagram. Oh. I'm trying to. Did you put it in the bottom of the comments and then pin it to the page?
It's not even letting me hit paste. That's what I'm trying to do. Just copy and paste it. I don't know what the hell going on now.
Well, just say the number a lot.
6, 7, hold on 1 second. They put the number in 678-740. 989.
Line Layla too. You probably turned your own comments off. We can't turn your comments off. I don't think we can turn yours off. You need to check your settings. We want all comments. We don't turn no comments off, especially your comments.
Sorry about that, everybody. I don't know what they're going on. Okay, cool. Slick put it in. I'm gonna pin. Appreciate that, Rick. I'm trying to let me see if I can pin that on there.
Westside Mistress page comments probably because Slick probably got us blocked. She ain't been back on there for 2 days. So I don't know why that's blocked, but anyway.
Slick just helped me out with everything. Appreciate that, Rick.
Okay.
Yeah, again, tonight show we're talking about the importance of legitimation because here's the deal. There are so many times where you've heard people, they had arguments with the baby mama and things like that, or they split. Kids can be anywhere, but they have no parental rights. And so a lot of times you see these instances where many times, guys think because they sign a birth certificate, they have parental rights. But especially in the state of Georgia, the whole product, once you sign the birth certificate, that's just saying that you're acknowledging that you're the parent. Hey, you can sign somebody's birth certificate.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to be, biologically your child. I got I had the title of one on that. Appreciate it, Rick. And when that child is not, legitimized, you are accepting that you saying that you're the parent, if you biologically the parent or not. But what you put yourself in a situation is to what? Be able to pay child support.
Okay.
Be liable for child support, rather.
Okay.
But you don't have any legal rights.
So I guess the confusing part for me and for us, legitimation and the birth certificate are two separate things.
Correct.
Okay. So explain to me the differences.
Okay, well, we'll be getting to it.
Okay, my bad.
No, you're fine. Legitimation is the context of custody, refers to the process of establishing legal recognition and authorization for a parent or guardian to have custody and decision-making rights over a child.
Okay.
All right. The concept is particularly and significant in legal, social, and psychological terms, due to several reasons we're going to discuss later in the show.
Okay.
So to answer your question about for legitimation, we're doing that. The part of legitimation is that you went through a process, i.e., you've taken DNA tests, you went through a process with the courts, you went through some kind of parenting plan to determine how you guys are going to do custody. If, weekends with you, once however, all that whole process went through saying, okay, as far as this is what that person has, you're doing shared custody, you're doing, one person has split custody, however that's done, that's going through that whole process. We have to go get swabbed, DNA, all that kind of stuff, and the courts get involved. The same way, just like even though when I went through my divorce, we had to go through the whole parenting plan, get all that stuff together, you're going through the same process. But you have to go through that to be able to sit there and say, oh, now you're legitimized, right? If you sign the birth certificate, you're just not saying I'm the parent.
Okay.
But you don't have no legal rights to that child.
So a birth certificate don't give you the legal rights?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. And well, guys, that's up.
Okay.
You check out the birth certificate, the birth certificate sign, even got a last name. Yeah, you can have a same damn name with a J and R after it. But don't mean a damn thing. Lab, and I'm telling you something, brother, that's what a lot of young guys get caught up in.
Okay.
Because they figure this, that, and that. And then when things happen, because in a perfect world, hey, you feel like, okay, we've done this particular thing. Just like you're seeing a lot of times people split, but we ain't got to get the courts involved. It sounds good.
Right.
But unfortunately, that's at that particular time, we think sometimes that the world can work in the present. People evolve, people change, other things come into the mix. People can be married, people move, people go do psychological things. And it don't necessarily stay like that all the time. Okay. That makes sense.
Right.
And because you don't take that consideration, you think that's how things are going to stay. That's not how things are going to be. And so a lot of times, like I always say, contrasts keep friendships.
Right.
contract style stuff will be misunderstanding. So it's like a contract.
Okay.
And you feel like you don't want to get that because your kids involved, but at the end of the day, a lot of times, I'm just be honest, my personal opinion, a lot of times maybe fellas want to avoid those kind of things because they're worried about child support.
Okay.
But not necessarily. If you don't want to deal with certain things with your kids, right, we're going to be real. We family. Remember, guys, call in 678-740-9894. But at the end of the day, that's right there to protect not just the bring up certain things that the mother have, but it's also to protect you as a father.
Okay.
These are the rights I have or whatever. And that process, a lot of time is taken. And the unfortunate part about it is when people want to get started with it, they're on the back end, and that way it can be a little bit more costly.
Right.
The process taking anywhere from $3,000 to $8,000. We're going through that whole process.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh wow. Oh wow.
Wow. Okay.
So that's the thing about that with doing that, because now your hand got forced. Now you're going through it. But that's what a key thing. A lot of guys don't, And again, it can happen to females. I'm trying to think of an instance where it can happen with a female. Not that really, because most of the time, especially in the state of Georgia, the mother's giving custody. Right. And so you may have sometimes where maybe say a mother is deceased, and it may go to her next of kin, and because the father still has not never got legitimized, he's been recognized as the father, been paying, not paying child support, but been involved
and taking care
of
child.
Exactly, but involvement in the legal system, and you just paying, you may have been paying most of the bills. It's not the same thing.
Okay.
So again, like I said, the whole legitimation process is you went to the whole legal system in regards to just make sure you have certain authorizations, certain rights and stuff to be able to do that. And that's usually like going to get, DNA, setting up parenting plans, going to classes, all that kind of stuff. Back and forth certain time, of course, especially depending on how conception happened with that. Just so it may be several different reasons that could extend the process with doing that. But you do not, I repeat again, you do not have parental rights to the child. I know the state of Georgia, it varies from custody, varies from state to state.
Right.
But that's usually kind of like nationwide because how they go.
Line Lady Love 2 says, can another man adopt a child without the real father's permission? Does that prevent that from happening?
Well, if the real father is not recognized, legitimized, how is he gonna stop that?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what they're going back to it.
Okay.
Now, so that's the thing about it. So you say, okay, well, look, I want this man. How you gonna adopt my child? Like they legally, like it, right or wrong, is not your child in the eyes of the law until something is done. Now, again, if there's some ethical issues and coming up with a mother saying that she know that the daddy is there, and she wants to go through this other process, I think it's the ethical issues come back. But even with that said, now people can always sneak and lie and do stuff, and a lot of times, unfortunately, that is what happens. Feel free, guys, call in 678-740-9894. Again, a call-in number 678-740-9894. There are times people sneak and do shit. They keeping it real that you don't know. But most of the times when things are done, people get an opportunity. But even still, you can get an opportunity to respond. But again, what's coming up with that is now we're talking about excuse me, a lot of legal fees and all that kind of stuff. The issue come up, like we have this conversation now. Shit, if I'm telling you that this is the deal, and you don't look into it, and then next summer she engaged this guy, and she let this other guy adopt your child, and I'm telling you now what the hell you need to do.
Right.
So you get what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what happened a lot of times. Like I said, many a times people don't want to go down this road because they worry about the child support.
I think a lot of times guys just don't know this. Like I honestly thought that name on birth certificate is all we need to do. Like literally, I thought signing birth certificate does. Yes, I'm 100%. All my children, I've signed the birth certificate.
No. Let me say this. Let me repeat this, Lab. If you're, I know I said out of wedlock.
Okay.
No, the first thing I said, Lab.
Oh,
all children born out of wedlock.
Okay.
If you're married and it happens, that's not needed.
Okay. Well, let
me repeat that
because I ain't hear that part.
Yeah. No, the first thing I say is
okay.
Any child conceived out of wedlock.
Okay.
So if y'all were married and it happens, it's not.
Okay.
Right? If you were married, but that's why I say if it's just like something that happened, whatever. You know, if it's a extramarital affair, check this out. If it's an extramarital affair, I'm married, my wife having an affair and get pregnant. Do you know that child is legally mine?
What?
Hell yeah.
So I could go get a legitimized and not have it be mine, then, right?
Yeah, but they're not gonna. We will have to go through a whole process of back and forth with her being on the same page for me to recognize, somebody else. But that's some shit gonna maybe take years. But legally, if my wife has an affair, that happens. It's amazing, man.
Why is it my child though?
Huh?
Why is it my child? She had an affair. That's somebody else's child.
Yeah, yours. Jody got you good and gone. Well, yo.
Say hey to your mama.
What's up, mom? Okay, man, Jody got your girl.
Oh, Lord.
That's what he said. Eyes the pappy. I'm that baby father.
Wow.
Okay, so we got Sexy Redbone said so true legally. He is a dad and went through this personally. And that's the thing about it. A lot of times people have to sit here and just, you will be amazed. We think we know so much because we're looking at Matlock and all these other different shows. And
I don't think Matlock counts. Matlock don't count.
But you get what I'm saying, Lab.
I get what you're saying.
We think we know the law until we have to go through these particular things, man. And but I have these conversations a lot, like, especially with a lot of young guys. And they really it really doesn't become a problem, and it does become a problem until you guys split up.
But let me ask a question though. And late line love, my degree is not in domestic, what they call it, domestic law or family law. It's different. So yeah, I wouldn't know that because I guess my question is, even if you're married, let's say I'm married. Let's say I'm married to somebody, and she has a child. Should I just go get that child legitimized anyway? And when is there? Okay, that's what to say. When is there a case where you're married? Should you do it anyway? You do it regardless.
When you're married, it's just by law it's yours.
But no, you just do a monkey wrench in the program.
Yeah. But who you gonna pin it on? You got to find somebody to pin it on. I don't think you can get out of that, Lab.
You don't think so?
Hell no.
I would look that up for next time.
I don't think you can get out. I don't think you can get out of there. I think for the simple fact y'all were married, I think you're stuck with that unless y'all try to go through or she can help you get out of it. I don't think you can get out of that. Now I think you guys can work together and kind of do that. If, want to just say it's somebody else, but I don't think you can get out of it. I don't think so, Lab.
I don't know. I think it's a way around it. I'm going. No. For all the fellas listening.
So with that said, if it was a way around it, why would it be a way in it? You feel me? So that's what I'm saying.
It's a way around it because the way in it is because you're already married.
Well, you probably can still go through the whole little process of doing it, just showing it. It's not, but I don't know, Lab. I don't know.
I think you should. I think legitimization. I keep saying the same.
It's for legitimization. Is for you to get your rights bestowed on you. That's not, just say if somebody wants to go through custody or just approve of paternity, that's when they're taking a DNA test to see if that's their child or not. Legitimation is to get your rights bestowed on you.
So paternal. So I need to get. So okay.
Yeah, but I don't think a paternity test will get you out of responsibility. See, legitimation is just for you to get your rights.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying now.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying now.
Yeah, but paternity test, that's just the turn. I don't think you can get out of that like that. Like, I think it has to be a partner or whatever. Okay, Six Redbone said the husband has to do DNA to get out of it, show proof that he isn't the father. So I guess it is possible. Thank you. Appreciate that.
See, I knew it. Thank you, Sex Redbone. Trying to scare us to death. I appreciate it. Lady Line Love 2 says a friend of hers told her husband that her child father was dead and that he adopted her son when the real daddy was deadbeat. So they say it's your wife, so it's your baby until the blood test is done. So that's what Sex Redbone just said.
It's hard, but it fell. Hard, but it fell.
Right.
But when we talk about, again, we're talking about importance of legitimation. Guys, remember, call in 678, whatever story you got, any questions, comments, story, whatever you want to share, please call in and share it with us. The number is 678 740-9894. But like I said, there are particular significant this concept of legitimation. There are several concepts in particular that are significant, that being legal, social, psychological, for several reasons. And we're going to go through a couple of those. The first one is legal rights and responsibilities. And legitimation establishes a parent's legal rights and responsibility concerning the child. It grants them the authority to make important decisions about the child's upbringing, including education, healthcare, and general welfare. So that's one of the first things it does. It gives you, now you can make decisions for that. Prior to, like I said, your baby daddy, you have signed the birth certificate, but you cannot make those kind of education. It's my damn child.
Right.
I pay child support, again. Because typically what happened is, when you sign a birth certificate, they can put you in a position where you got to pay child support. Mm-hmm. But typically with child support, they're going to make, for the simple, what put salt in the game, you sign the damn child the birth certificate.
Right.
Now, typically, if you don't have not signed the birth certificate, they will, the state will initiate the legitimation process.
Okay.
Because they're going to make you, before they put you on this stuff, they're going to make you take the DNA to see its validity, and they'll go from there. But if your smart ass signs this damn paper, knowing it's a possibility, but I want to be the man, I stepped up like a real dummy. That's some shit.
Yeah, right.
As a father of 3 men, you know what I'm saying? I'm a father of 4 sons. And I'm sitting here like, I don't know, shit now, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a stepdad too.
Step up and be a man.
Man, that don't, man, shit. That
even when you married, you had questions if that's your child, not nowadays. So I'm not gonna step up with somebody that I'm not told not nowadays.
I don't necessarily know that make you a man. Can you do somebody's responsibility? That shit sound good.
Yeah, that make you a man. That make you a good fool.
Well, like I said, I've been a stepfather. So that's so I'm not tripping on it. I don't have no regrets. But I damn sure ain't finna sit here and say, well, that make you more of a man with doing it, because shit, you could at some point you're gonna have things go in your mind. Not all, but a lot of times, like shit, man, not because I say that more so shit I had dealing with my ex-wife, not necessarily with my son, but just dealing with you, like, you have things go in your mind. This mother effing, you ain't bother the other mother, and I go through that all the time.
Right.
Nothing to do with son, more so like shit. Yeah, the mother didn't give a damn. You ain't bother him, which is a lot of the case.
Right.
With that. We'll talk about that later on in the show. But again, you don't have those rights. You can't make the decision. Mm-hmm. You feel like that you can chime in and say, I want my son to do this, I want my daughter to do that, but it's not. It went to the legitimation process, so you really don't have the actual authority that you think you have. Mm-hmm. And that is so important, because a lot of times, until shit hit the fans, that stuff really don't come up, Larry.
That's true.
It really don't come up. And then now you got warring parties, because you feel this way, they feel this way, and now y'all can't even be civil. No more. Now somebody getting their hand forced, they got to pay some money, and now they can't. Shit they used to do, I go pop. Now you can't. Now we got whatever the business take, all that stuff going left. So that's one of the main things. You get to have those legal rights and responsibilities. The second thing, it's overall great for the child's well-being. Legitimation ensures that decisions made for your child's well-being are made by recognized and responsible individuals. Legal recognition helps safeguard the child from potentially harmful or neglectful situations by ensuring that caregivers are accountable. And a lot of times, you go through divorce, how you do the parenting plan, make sure everybody competent and everything, because even going through the process, you're going to go through some kind of channels to show, okay, look, if these certain things that happen, you're safe. They may do criminal background, they maybe do a look at housing and all that kind of stuff and everything, just to make sure, because theoretically it's supposed to be about the child.
Okay.
Not my ego, not her ego, not about how everybody else feel about shit. It's supposed to be for the well-being of the child, like we just said. So you have to make sure there are safeguards and things in place to protect the child.
Okay.
Financially, from a housing standpoint, make sure there's nothing where the kid can be in danger of getting abused and things like that. So they got to make sure that stuff. So we going through that whole legitimation process. Things got to be in place. That doesn't necessarily mean you got to have a house on a hill to be able to see your child, but it does mean that your child can't go stay with you in the shelter.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean you can't visit your child.
Right.
But if you don't have stable living situation,
right.
that don't necessarily going to be able to take them with you to go spend out in the car.
Okay.
What you about to say, Leo?
I was going to ask a question.
Okay, go ahead.
AJ says that what's the difference if a court order and state order? What's the difference between a court order and a state order child support? Is there a difference?
They got to go through the court for state order.
Yeah.
I mean, the state is the court.
Right. I don't think there's a difference. I think it's all the same.
No, but you can go through. Now, if I'm maybe understanding this right, something where you have a situation where you can go initiate it, and you go sit down and show them your paperwork where you initiate it, and they look at the information in regards, child support vary from state to state. Maybe look at your income, their income, cost of living. They get a number, boom. Or you may go to a point where you may have been served, and all this other kind of stuff, and it may be kind of like however they want to decide about doing it.
One's initiated by you, and the other was initiated by the state because they're trying to find out who somebody, the father to pay child support, the parent to pay child support.
Yeah, exactly. One may be self, and I'm assuming that's probably maybe what the question is, but it's still the same governing body.
Lady Lionel said court order signed by the judge with a seal. State order is a default order. And that's probably when it's forced. Okay.
With doing that, I'm assuming one of them, hey, they probably try to get in contact with, try to do the normal channel through a judge and everything and work it out and going through that. And if they can't find you, hey, that's just what with that, just like I said, by default.
Okay.
We're doing it, and that going back, we said before, sometimes people avoid stuff. Sometimes legitimately nobody can get in contact with you.
Right.
And everything. But shit, man, it's some evil people out here.
Very.
That try to avoid responsibility and also try to put shit on people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When you look at shows like Paternity Court, and you hear them folks reading, like what always get me, two sides. God knows if he don't slept with a woman.
Right.
And these women know if it's a possibility of another person.
Right.
And to see people just arguing, no one just say, look, man, it possibly is mine. I know I did sleep.
Right.
These women know
they
possibly several guys. Yeah.
Yeah. But they still come to court and then they say this, I'm 100% sure this he my baby daddy. And then the attorney come back and said, nope, not him.
Wow. Are you sure?
My best part, I watched that with Slick. My best part is when they go to the calendar and try to determine, and we're going to get back to it, but they try to determine, between August 8th and September 9th, I was only with him.
Man. Now, when they put they old baby picture in the baby ears.
You gotta say, look at his nose, his ears, they just alike.
I can't.
I'm sorry, that'd be hilarious.
The importance of legitimation. I'm telling you guys, it's super, super important. Just so you ain't end up on paternity court. Again, right now we're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Twitter. Remember, the main hub is the Changing Lives YouTube channel. Again, that's Changing Lives, hosted by Deonte Burden. Please feel free to call in 678-740-9894. Again, we're talking about different aspects and different reasons that be beneficial with legitimation. And the next one we'll talk about is just stability and consistency. When custody is legitimized, it provides stability and consistency in the child's life. Regular and authorized contact with the parent or guardian contributes to the child's sense of security and helps establish healthy routines. And here's the deal, man. I mean, I love my daddy a lot. Went around with him when I was growing up and everything like that. And if you've been any kid that have had those kind of situations, or one of your parents wasn't there, you feel some type of way, especially when you see other kids with both of their parents.
I ain't had that problem.
Like that.
I ain't had that problem.
You know.
I ain't had that problem. I ain't never know my day, so I guess it was just I ain't had that problem.
No. So you never. I'm asking you a question.
No.
So you never worry about, hey, damn, hey, wait.
No, I think because I had so many uncles to fill that void.
Okay.
I had 5 uncles.
Fair
they
enough.
all were different people in their own right.
Fair enough. So let me say this. Let me say this. I can see how I know I did me, and I know it may not. I understand what Lab was saying, but I think it's safe to say that it can affect a lot of kids.
It can, and I'm not saying it don't affect kids. I'm not saying. I'm just saying as far as I'm just speaking from my experiences.
I got you.
It didn't affect me.
Understood. But you know, that's one of the things about with that is you do want to have a kid in a situation where they got. Again, we're talking about the importance of legitimation. You want to have kids in a situation where they got some kind of regular routine. If they see daddy every week, every 2 weeks, or whatever, some kind of sense of normalcy, whatever that normal is.
Right.
When it comes to parenting,
okay.
Like they being civil, we're doing everything we're here. You want to have that, and again, that's why I'm saying because I really want to have this conversation. Got to talk to too many young guys that are close to me. I got it. And then when the damn judge get involved, she did. I put more blame on you because I told you what to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I told you how to solve this problem.
Exactly. That's because again, it's not if it happens, it's just when it happens.
Right.
You know, but sometimes you know, I learned a long time ago some of the most important lessons in life are the most painful. And a lot of times you just got to go through it, I guess. So when you start thinking about that stability and consistency is super, super important. Another one is emotional and psychological impact. Emotional and psychological impact. Legitimation can have a significant impact on the child's emotional and psychological well-being. Knowing that both parents are responsible guardians or recognized legally can reduce feelings of abandonment and uncertainty. So that's kind of like the previous one. Knowing that, listen, okay, at the end of the day, daddy might be more inclined, knowing, okay, I got to do this. Mama might be more inclined, you know, because I can sit here and say that, man, it probably sometimes, I ain't finna get in talk about my damn ex-wife, but sometimes because it's on paper, she got to do that.
Right.
Damn it, she got to do that.
Right.
But shit, this is on
paper. It's right. Bam.
This is your day.
Sign and seal the
I
living.
didn't want to go there, but this is your day.
Right.
People might be more inclined to like, okay, look, she is doing it. Because if it's not on paper, you can always be like, nah, that ain't, you know, now we can distort things.
Right.
But when it's written like that, now everybody can see him like, look, this is
what it is.
These are rules. That's what it is. And like I said again, contracts keep down confusion.
That's right.
And a lot of times, you know, I can't say it enough. It's the reason why people avoid that. Those, you know, I think in my mind, in the grand scheme of things, you know, being worried about child support, and I've never been in a situation with child support. The kids stay with me, but I figure trying to avoid that can be more damn expensive. If you get caught up behind legal fees and just say this gets suspended, that get froze, that should be more expensive. It'd be easy just to pay that bill, you know, than get caught in trying to, you know, I done got behind trying to fight it, avoid it, and all that kind of stuff. Even from the front end.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, and to that the point of what the court order and the state order was doing it. A lot of times, if it's just kind of forced on you, like in a default situation, you know that's not gonna be in the best, most advantageous for you.
It's not gonna be to your advantage.
Exactly.
Right.
So it's probably gonna be something a whole lot more expensive than what you probably would have paid if you went through some kind of other legal channel, submitting their paperwork. I've done this, that, and that. Usually, we're doing it because they're gonna go across some crazy holistic number that was submitted to them, or what they heard, or what they figured. But now the onus is on you to go back, take time off work, put in all of that kind of stuff, and just try to figure out, you know, what's right, what's wrong, and all that kind of stuff. So that's going to be more expensive, more prolonged, and everything we're doing that. So that's why I said in the grand scheme of things, trying to fight it and avoid it, probably going to be more expensive.
Okay.
I learned that from an old head back when I had got my salon. You know, I remember when I bought that salon, about over 20 years ago. And the lady that I had, this not off top, but just kind of going into this with it. The lady I bought the salon, me and her started bumping heads, and the guy that owned the building, the old Jewish guy, he said, why don't you just give us some money so she just get the hell away?
Right.
In my mind, like, I don't give her no money. But he, you know, he's looking at it like, You sit here and go prolonging this stuff and it's holding up stuff and doing that. And that's why you see a lot of older businessmen, they looking like that. In my mind,
I'm just going to pay the money and get it go away.
Yeah, why the hell I'm going to give them some money? But that's why you see a lot of times people settle. Not that they admit guilt. We're just going to get some money, get it away.
Right.
And
who knows about money?
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So what we're talking about with the child support, sometimes lose the battle, win the war.
Right.
And that's just kind of, you probably have to have that kind of philosophy when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Guys, y'all got any comments, questions, anything to add to the discussion? We're talking about the importance of legitimation. The call-in number 678-740-9894. Again, this is Change the Lives. Hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. Got a great conversation going on tonight. Feel free to keep leaving the comments in the chat. We're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Twitter. The next one, guys, is legal protection. Legitimation provides legal protection for both the child and the parent. It outlines the rights and obligations of each party, helping prevent potential conflicts or dispute over custodial arrangements. Like we talked about again, the contract there. And we can go back and forth how I feel, you feel, and everything. What was written down was written down.
Right.
And that's the thing, and that's protect all parties involved. What I think or what I believe, whatever, there is no gray area. Black and white. And again, I think a lot of times people avoid that because they don't want to have that.
Yeah.
They don't want to have that. People, that's why I tell you a lot of times intentional ignorance.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't think that's how I went and stuff. But your ass know damn well certain things you can't do because you didn't know.
Right.
You not knowing if you can do it, hell says a lot.
That's true.
And so that's why we have to be very, very careful with doing it because when we're younger, we have less. So if we're having less, we have less to protect. But as we get older, we start acquiring things, we start developing and growing in life, we got more shit we got to protect. Why put yourself in a position for things you work for, no assets and achievements that you made, you got liability out there for them because you didn't do certain things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got to be very careful of that. We got to be very careful. And like I said, you can't let you worry about this $200-$400 bill affecting your $100,000 home or your $50,000 job because you didn't take care of that. Now you locked up. Now you suspended. They got a lien. They done suspended your driver license, all this other kind of stuff. They're doing this kind of stuff. You like, damn, I forgot about it. I told them I'm going to take care of it because it wasn't, you forced on you to do it.
Right.
You knew it was a responsibility. You want to avoid it, but you're a truck driver. Now your license suspended. Now you can't work.
So
you know if this shit happens. You know if this shit happens.
A lot.
With guys, like, man, listen, man, you got to stay ahead of this kind of stuff. It happens all the time. And now you're in catch-up mode. You're in reaction mode. You got to pay for all this stuff. And unfortunately, it happens far too often.
All the time. Lion Lady Love says that paying on your own, the state says it is a gift, and the state doesn't want the parent in jail. They want them to pay. So the welfare system won't be a repayment issue. So I guess he's saying, like, if you just pay on your own, they consider it a gift when you go to court. Is that true?
It's a gift if you're not going through the system.
Okay.
Now, if you just give a child something and you have not went through the whole legitimization, court, custody stuff, yeah, that's a gift.
Okay.
So you can't say I'm paying this, I pay that. That's considered a gift. Now, anything you do, now the child support you give, whatever that can be, you're taking care of medical, daycare, sports stuff, and that, all that. That's what I'm saying. When you go through that, all that stuff is stated.
Okay.
Right? Along with who paying child support, whatever. And outside of that, whatever you do, that's considered a gift. Outside of what's written, because stuff gonna happen, right? So just say that, hey, it may not be, it's not gonna be problem child support, or the parent plan, when they call you for some money, go to the movies.
Okay.
Hey, daddy, shoot some gas money, me and some parties and go somewhere. That's not gonna be on the parent plan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's considered a gift.
Okay.
But the major stuff and everything, like education, athletics and stuff, that can be wrote out on there. Okay. But until you get that done, you can be paying all that stuff. But if it's not legitimized, it's going to be considered a gift.
Oh, okay.
And that's the thing about it. And I'm going to be real with you, like, most men know that.
They do?
Yeah, most of them know that because they've had them barbershop conversations. Your kids
cut his own hair.
I get what you're
saying.
But you're not gonna be thinking about that kind of stuff if your kid were conceived in marriage. But most of the time, like I said again, but even hell, y'all split, that shit still come up. But a lot of guys, they usually have barbershop conversation with stuff like that come up. But here's the deal. Now that story may be distorted. That's why, it's so important. You get your attorney, you go through the right legal channel so you find out exactly what's the correct information, as opposed to, you don't talk to some kind of jailhouse lawyer, neighborhood attorney and stuff like that. You've got the correct law as opposed to, what they put in your head and stuff like that.
Because I'm just wondering, like, because a lot of times guys go to court and they be like, well, y'all, I've been paying this, I've been paying that. And to me, it seems like they don't know that what they've been paying previously is still considered a gift. They think it's a part of them doing their parenting. They think it should be added to to child support, what they've already been doing.
I think most guys under 30 probably think that way.
Okay.
I think most guys under 30 think that way, because I've had a lot of time when I was younger and under 30, talking to guys. But most men over 30, they've had enough barbershop, parking lot,
So the best thing is,
no, I'm just saying conversation just to kind of be aware of typically how that process goes. We're doing that. What was you about to say?
I was going to say something mean. Let me skip over that.
Again, we're talking about the importance of legitimation. We're going through different facets of it. What exactly we already find out what it is, and I'll go back over it again near the end of the show, and also some of the most important facets of why you should have it. The next one being, what was that? It was emotional. The next one is the parent-child relationship, and legitimation can facilitate and strengthen the parent-child relationship. Regular interactions with that. I'm talking something on the phone. Regular interaction with both parents or guardians can help foster a sense of belonging and attachment, which is crucial for healthy emotional development. Mm-hmm. And again, I think it's kind of that's self-explanatory. You got some kind of dealing with a parent. Lab said it mean, and I understand that aspect of it. I love my father, and I say this, I think it's more impactful on him. He's always saying, man, I'm sorry, I wish I would have this, that, and that. But I turned out okay.
Right.
So I might have my moments growing up, but to your point, my granddaddy was like a hell of a man, so it turned out okay. And he look at me funny. I'm like, well, Dad, it worked out because I probably had your ass in out of jail around me, and I'll tell her how the hell I turned out.
Right.
So you're not getting a big F you soon as I say that.
Right.
But I understand it. And I think they kind of just knowing, okay, if you got it don't have to be limited to just the parents, but I think kids, as long as they have some kind of healthy structure system around them, they usually turn out okay with that. But just having that whole parent-child relationship, I do think it can be very impactful. That's not the only way for everything for that development to happen, but it does. It can be very impactful from a positive perspective.
Right.
The next one being legal protection. Legitimation provides legal protection for both. What I just went over there? I want to make sure I ain't saying shit twice.
Legal protection. You got to go social acceptance.
Okay, social acceptance. I think I did something twice.
You skipped over one and went to the other.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Thanks, Lab. Okay, the next one is social acceptance. Legitimation can contribute to social acceptance and reduce stigma for both the child and the parent. Society generally recognizes and respects the role of legitimate parents or guardians more than without legal recognition. I think everybody heard, single baby mama, single mama, the whole thing about where your daddy at and all this other kind of stuff like that. Be it right or wrong, you heard it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think we can sit here and say, well, I don't care. I don't, do you really want to sit here and say your baby daddy is a deadbeat, knowing you done laid up with him?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a whole caveat right
there.
Do
you really want to get into that? Because, again, I can feel a certain way about my ex-wife, but I can't really go into it. She did that and that. Hell, I was married to her ass 20 years. So who's stupid ass? But real talk, though. So
I can think it.
So, again, just certain stigmas are going out, like knowing, okay, he ain't got no daddy, she ain't got no daddy. Or, just like, hey, you go in here and you maybe see all these other kids with both of their parents there. You as a parent doing this, that, and that. Are you fitting in, not fitting in? And I'm not saying you should feel less than or she'll rub you the wrong way, but there is stigmas. And psychologically, because something doesn't bother me, that doesn't mean it doesn't bother my child.
Right. That's
right.
True. That's true.
And because something doesn't bother my child, doesn't mean it doesn't bother me.
Okay.
Right. And that's the thing about we never know what's going on in somebody else's head. We don't necessarily know how something's impacting other people. Anybody on Facebook? Anybody in the comments? Everything?
Not on Facebook.
Nobody had that. Yeah. But you never know the impact that certain things have. We just, especially when it never comes to coming to fruition with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just because your child don't say nothing don't mean they don't bother. You know that?
They say that's old.
That's what?
That social acceptance part with it, where your daddy and all that. They say that's old.
You
don't think that happens no more.
Oh yeah, dude.
You think it still happens?
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, it happens. And I'm telling you what, I know it happens just repeatedly.
Okay.
Being a football coach.
Okay.
I mean, shit, you got kids out there sitting, they daddy coaching, they daddy sitting there doing that and everything like that, and you sitting over there, you coming in, your mama fine, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You had no coach coming at your house at night and everything.
Babe,
night coach, that kind of stuff. But just that's the first thing glaring on my mind.
Okay.
Just with certain things like, hey man, you got kids at their dads still out there playing catch in the yard and all this other kind of
coach and all that.
Yeah. Just right or wrong, but just them being there. Okay. But that goes back to the point what Slick said. It may not be a big deal to the parent, but the kids sitting there looking like, damn, I wish somebody would play catch with me. You know what I'm saying?
It's not funny, but.
And then every now and then you see old stud mama, she go out there trying to go catch with her son. Shout out to the stud mamas. I see the stud mamas out there throwing catch. I see one out there out there paying her to tackle her son.
I can't take it. Oh,
you trying to figure out how the hell did that shit happen? Because she truly is a stud.
Right, but she a mama too.
She a mama too. Out there roughing any daddy out there. We kick any daddy
harder than any daddy.
We kick any daddy ass. Stud mama. Shout out to the stud mama. Corn rolled down.
Oh Lord.
See, boy. We fucked up every last. Hey mom, what up? Damn.
Voice deeper than mine.
Yeah. What up, Coach? Because moms want to give him a hug. Hey, how you doing? This mom they want to pound me. Damn that. You're a woman. They're wrong too. You know what I'm saying?
That's why you got out of coach.
That's why I got
traumatized.
That's what it was. Dealing with a stud mama.
Right.
Back to the show. We're talking about importance of legitimation. Hey, another asset. Remember, guys, we're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Twitter. The main hub is the Change Your Lives. Hosted by Deonte Burden YouTube channel. 700 videos on the YouTube channel. A lot of great information. So again, if you have to leave, come back, miss a little bit, go to Change Your Lives. Hosted by Deonte Burden on YouTube. You'll see this house. Now, the blue man icon. Blue man icon that'll pop up and everything. Subscribe to the channel and take advantage of all the great information on the channel. The next one is access to resources. Legal recognition often grants access to various resources such as financial support, medical benefits, education opportunities. This can contribute to the child's overall quality of life. That's a great point because like it or don't like it, now, okay, you legitimize. Now you're under my health insurance. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now you got an opportunity to sit here, because you have to actually be legally mine for you to be able to qualify for this scholarship that my job offers.
Right.
Now you can be on my life insurance. So all these kind of things, benefits that typically probably wouldn't have been bestowed on the child because there was that gray area, things weren't done, in a proper way. Now they're there. So now you can take advantage of that. So we had those conversations again. We're talking about that a lot of times. People don't necessarily want to look at that, but that's a key thing. Now your child can get that, certain benefits that without doing it is there now.
Okay.
So again, guys, that's why I really want to stress because I wish a lot of young men would be able to have these kind of conversations.
Yeah.
Because again, just what you think, what you know, especially not just even young men. a lot of women don't know this.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm gonna say this because when it comes from the women not knowing, when they have younger sons,
Okay.
Now you ain't got to do this, you ain't got to do that. Why you can't do this? Why you can't do that? I've seen a lot of mothers and even fathers get their children their sons some bad damn advice because they didn't understand legitimation. They think because you sign this damn paper, you have certain rights and things like that, and that's not the case. That's not the case. They're legally bestowed to the mother, but the father doesn't have, even if the birth certificate was signed. And I've seen that a lot of times where that come back and just blew up in a lot of people's faces because they didn't know. The next one is, I got so many things that are close with far as the notes. Legal enforcement. Okay, and this is very important. With legitimation in place, court orders related to custody can be legally enforced. This ensures that custody agreements are adhered to, promoting the best interest of the child. I know all of us that look on social media, we've seen videos where the baby mama won't let the daddy get the child. He got to bring I hate this shit, but it does happen.
Right.
Now they got to call the police, and the police got to come. Most of the times, I think I understand the camera being there to protect you. Mm-hmm. I don't understand why you post it on social media.
Okay.
I understand the camera there to protect you. She might say you hit her, you fussed, or whatever. Anybody could lie. But the posting it, that's where I never have really been able to understand. But again, when legal enforcement, we can't argue that. If I am supposed to have my child on the weekend, I can get it. Mm-hmm. It's nothing where we can be like, hey man, she tripping. Hey, she won't even let me see my child, this, that, and that. She don't have no choice.
Oh, okay.
She don't have no choice.
See, that's the kicker, right?
Police knock and say, listen, ma'am, he got to get his damn child.
Right.
This is the third Saturday of the month. He got to get his child at 1:00 at this low. Like, there is no gray area.
It's black and white.
Exactly.
I think that right there. What you just said is a key element of why men and women have so many problems with their children that they don't want to give them a child.
Yeah, because I mean the realistic thing is about everybody's mature at the same level. Everybody's not gonna act right, and everybody's not fair. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, instead of hoping and wishing and praying that somebody's gonna do the right thing, we ain't gotta do all this shit. Mm-hmm. You know, we ain't gotta listen. This is what we're gonna do. Mm-hmm. And so, but now when you don't have those things in place, and you want to call because hey man, I ain't seen my son, I ain't did that and that. Like, we ain't got to fuss. We ain't got to fuss.
Right.
We ain't got to fuss. And if they cutting up, you can put them in contempt. They gotta go now. They gotta go spend this money, get a lawyer, do all this other kind of stuff. Now, I don't think they want to go through that.
Right.
I don't think they want to start going through that. So I heard Rick Smiley say one time, if a man won't custody a kid, just take a baby mama, keep taking her to court. I ain't trying to get nobody no bad advice. But I understood the logic of that concept, is, right. Hey, listen, if you want to, if you really want your kids, just keep taking the court because now at the end of the day, now we got to have some kind of legal reputation or we have to get paid for. Because one thing about lawyers, they ain't free.
Not at all. You know, they'll do no pro bono family law.
But the only time they might do it is going through the divorce because that's in the thought process that the actual husband, somebody's going to pay for the legal fees. But outside of that, that ain't going to happen, Bo. That ain't gonna happen at all. So that is very, very important. That's why it's so crucial. Damn the child support. Protect yourself. Protect yourself. Like I said, the little $200 or $300, young men, the little $200 or $300, $400 that you worry about spending can cost you thousands of dollars when you become that developed man in the future. It could cost you so much more that it ain't even damn worth.
That little 200
exactly.
Ain't gonna phase you. Know?
And we ain't even went into like what we're talking about now, the impact they can have psychologically, all kind of emotional, all this stuff with your child. We just talking about a lot of times just avoiding that kind of stuff. Learn what you can and can't do. And hell, even talking about the $200 or $300 to pay an attorney, to consult you on just your basic rights. Pay that money. Stop listening to damn folks at the park.
People love going to the park. You get food out the trunk of the car. You get drinks out the car. Why not legal information out of the trunk of the car at the park?
Man, folk crazy hell, man. I'm dead ass serious. He be crazy hell, man. Serious as hell, man. Again, tonight show we're talking about the importance of legitimation. The last one we're going to talk about is conflict resolution. Legitimation provides a framework for resolving conflicts related to custody. If disputes arise between parents and guardians, legal channels are available for mediation and resolution. So important. So again, if there is something that we say like, look, we did agree to it, that ain't working because now this person has got into a relationship with somebody that's abusive. This person has started acting crazy their damn self. They've moved. They've done things that when we actually did draft this contract, that was okay for that situation. But now they've had some kind of things, drug addictions and all this other kind of stuff that have altered that. We need to go back to the lab and fix this.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? So that's why it's so important, guys. So I really want, if you know somebody that's in a situation, I say everybody too damn scared to call in tonight, but if you know somebody's in a situation where legitimation may be a issue, please tell them to go back and look at this show in its entirety. What we talked about. So not only did I define legitimation, let me read it again. Legitimation in the context of custody refers to the process of establishing legal recognition and authorization for a parent or guardian to have custody and decision-making rights over a child. You have to go over that to be able to make decisions. Your ass on a birth certificate is not enough.
Okay.
That is not enough. That is not enough. And you put yourself in so much harm's way. You put by not going through that process. Okay? Talk to your sons. Talk to your sons. Talk to your nephews, your brothers and stuff. Go through it. Do not let them get caught in some shit because they're worried about child support. They got to pay some damn money to a lawyer, get some stuff done. Don't let them get caught up in no shit that's going to affect them 5, 10, 15 years down the road because they're worrying about crumbs now while they're younger. Okay? Just please talk to them. Too many young men period, are getting caught up with this because they think they know something. They think they know something. I'm telling you, man, it's the reason why people go to law school.
That's true.
I go through this shit all the time. Everybody think they're a damn accountant because they have balance their checkbook.
Yeah.
Everybody, I go through this stuff all the time.
That's true.
Come on now.
People always think they know it.
Man, I do QuickBooks. I do TurboTax.
I do that at my job all the time.
Man, come on, man. Yeah, shit. You know, but we got to be careful with that. All serious, be careful with that, guys. Again, I am Deonte Burden to Change the Lives. I hope you guys enjoy the show in its entirety. Because I want to say this, guys. I want to say this. We got 2 minutes, and I was looking at different videos the past couple of days in regards to just, with young people dealing with custody of kids like that. That's what inspired me to write this show. A lot of times, to me and Lab said earlier, a lot of it is rooted in ignorance and not necessarily knowing the law or whatever. But I do think it comes to a point with age, you have become schooled on it. And once you know better, you got to do better. Real talk. Real talk. And I just think too many people have had a negative impact on their life because they didn't necessarily want to just take ownership on something they should. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So listen, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you later on you got any questions or comments about anything, anybody got any questions, anything later?
Not at the moment. Sorry.
Okay.
Not at the moment.
Okay, cool. Well, if anybody got a question or comment, feel free to go back to the YouTube channel and check out the video in its whole entirety. And what's going on here? No, they ain't cut me off. It went to the Google question or something. I don't know what the hell going on. But you go check out this video in its whole entirety and leave your comments and questions on there, okay? Listen, I love you guys. Appreciate you guys tuning back in and stuff like that. Great show tonight. Great conversation. Take care of yourself. Go to the YouTube channel, subscribe, share the videos and everything. Take care. Be safe and talk with you soon.